Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to everyone in this video's presentation for numerical analysis Brent's method. It's an algorithm that assures guaranteed convergence for finding a zero of a function. So before you start, you have to prepare with attentiveness in mind and notebook because in this through this presentation we have you can hear some new formula that you have to write down in your note. So today's agenda is like definition of Brent's method concept, what is in Brent's method, process of Brent's method. We will see some algorithm part and why Brent's method is so best. So definition of Brent's method concept is like in numerical analysis, Brent's method is a hybrid root finding algorithm combining the bisection method, secant method, and inverse quadratic interpolation. So bisection method is like a root finding method which applies to any continuous function for which knows two values with opposite signs and then found the root by halving the interval and compare with the actual root. Then the key points to know about the bisection method is this method also known as interval halving method, binary search method, and here root must be founded and simple. It's a simple and robust method, but its convergence speed is so low. Then the second method is also a root finding method that uses a succession roots of a second lines to better approximate a root of a function. So the second method convergence speed is so high and here root finds so quickly, but here the equation must not be diverse by zero and equation must be in derivative form. This is the demerits side of second method. Then the inverse quadratic interpolation. The inverse quadratic interpolation for if we want to solve a solve and want to found the root from a quadratic quadratic equation, then with direct interpolation we have to solve a equation must. But inverse quadratic interpolation makes these things so easier with creating some formulas. Here it takes a distinct ABC. We can find root easily with the help of inverse quadratic interpolation, and it saves 0 to 5 evaluation per 0 on the average for well-behaved function. The formula for finding root are shown in there. Hope you will note down to your notebook. Then why bisection second and IQI used in Bain's method? Oh, as the IQI means the inverse quadratic interpolation. So a bisection method used in the Bain's method for finding the root. In fact, increasing the possibilities of convergence. So second method used for makes faster the Bain's method, and the third, inverse quadratic interpolation solve the Quadratic equation. So big idea of Brent's method is like try first of all, we will try inverse quadratic interpolation with parabola. If it doesn't work, no worry, don't worry, use second method. If it doesn't work, then we will go for bisection method. So it's like checking all the combination, make this method super linear convergent. So here the process bench method will have some ABC values and midpoint values. And first of all, we'll try to check that if signs of fa or signs comes from function b is equal or not. If equal, then that's true. That's good. But if not equal, we'll have to swap this. Then we will initially make the C as A, but after that we will have to swap with B. Then we have to try to compute with using IQI and ABC. Uh, that's the process you are seeing in the slide, that we are updating ABC, testing S, and this process repeat until B minus A is less than the our convergence value. And there is a logic to handle the round of an underflow error and overflow error, and it's also capable the ill behave function. So here is the algorithm for Brent's method. Hope you are seeing that. So I will come to the last, that why Brent's method are best. The Brent's method is best because it's can guaranteed our root is converged and uh, it's get the root so faster. As you see that here, bisection method and second method, Decker and IQ method, which is also some other methods in numerical analysis, which converts the root with so many steps. But Brent's method found it with lower than steps, not only lower than steps, but also the root is so accurate. That's why the Brent's method is so best or good. So thanks to all. If you want to learn more about numerical methods, we'll watch again in another season. Till this now, hope you will be hale and hearty. This is my information identification info. You can contact with me for further study about this. Assalamu alaikum.